this. It's really it's wonderful to have somebody in an intimate gathering like this. And what I wonder about is something that I think everybody in the city is really concerned with, is that what the previous administration has shown is that the lack of trust in government is due to, well, a dishonest way of doing business and a dishonest way of governing and a lack of transparency.
Yes.
And
I appreciate you.
And I think one of the things that people often say, and probably is true, is that people often govern as they campaign. And what I wonder if you comment on, I think there was a story today that's linked one of your consultants with creating an anti-Mitch Landrieu website, Mitch the Mayor website. And Iocon Media, which does your website, did that website too. And I wondered if you comment, I think it talks a lot about how the person would govern and how honest and transparent they'd be as a mayor, as how they run their campaign.
Right.
And I wonder, give you a chance to try to talk about why or whether or not that has anything to do with your campaign, and whether or not that would be the type of, the way you would conduct yourself as mayor.
Yes, yes. I just heard of this about an hour ago, and I called my communications department, and nobody in my campaign had any knowledge or was involved in any of the stuff we're talking about. But we are still investigating to see what role the internet provider that we use, who's a provider for many other people in this community, and we'll get to the bottom of that. We have also been victims of that as well. There was a John Jones for Mayor Facebook page. I'm sure all of you were invited on it. I just got another email from someone named the Contessa, who has resurrected herself and impersonating my sister. That's just the modern world that we live in. Anything I do will have my name on it. We will defend ourselves and we will attack when attacked, but when we do it, we will put our name on it. So if someone, a vendor, sign crew, some third party we hired outside the campaign does something, we will address it. But anyone that works in my campaign and my communications consultants is Helena Moreno and James Hartman. And I called them as soon as I heard about it, and they didn't know anything about it, and they were researching it as well. But that's the world we live in. When we go on, when there's bloggers out there, no one knows who they come from, who they impersonate. But I can tell you that it didn't come from our campaign, and if it's a subcontractor of ours, they did not do it with any authority of our campaign. And I would love to know the ones that are doing mine, because they just aren't true. But we will use the internet to communicate our message, and we will use humor, as we used in our dog commercial, to show that I have a personality, because people think I'm boring. But so yes, I'm glad you brought up. Now we talk about transparency. I was going to say that my schedule is known by many people in my campaign, and these are people that I've assembled on a short order. There might be, Mark, how many people get to view my schedule in the campaign? A dozen people?